Today we are going to discuss about resources. What are resources? We need many things to live: food, clothing, shelter, and fuel. Food is useful for our life. So is our clothing and shelter, and fuels to carry out many activities. These things we get from our surroundings. From what we get, these things are called resources. Resources may be man-made or natural. For example, crop of food grains is a man-made resources. Cotton, sugarcane, grains, vegetables, and fruit can be obtained by farming. These are human resources. But there are some natural resources also which man cannot make himself. For example, air we breathe cannot be made by human beings. Sunlight we use cannot be made by human beings. Wind cannot be made by human beings. So these are natural resources. Resources obtained from nature itself. All minerals are natural resources. Natural resources can be of two types: inexhaustible and exhaustible. Inexhaustible natural resources are the resources from which we get necessary things, available things for a long time. Very long time. They cannot be extinguished or used up. For example, air is a natural resource, sunlight is a natural resource, wind is also a natural resource of energy. They are available for considerably very large period of time, millions of years. Exhaustible natural resources. Exhaustible means that can be finished, extinguished, or used up. For example, forests. If we cut down all forests, it takes hundreds of years and centuries to develop new forests. So forests are natural resources, and wildlife living in forest are also exhaustible natural resources. So are minerals. Minerals are mined from Earth's crust. They cannot last long infinitely. From mines we get coal, minerals, coal, petroleum, and natural gas, etc. There is a limited stock in the crust of the earth. It is not an inexhaustible source. The amount that is present in the earth crust of these minerals cannot last long infinitely. There will come a day when there will be therefore we should be careful about using them because they are going to be finished. Now, for our life activities, need of energy is very important. For energy, we need fuels. Fuels are generally we use coke, petroleum, natural gas, etc. Millions of years ago, animals and plants lived on earth. After their death, they were buried under soil. As the layers of soil went on covering them, they were buried deeper and deeper. Under the high pressure of soil and heavy temperature of Earth's crust and absence of air converted these things into coal, petroleum and natural gas. The dead remainings of plants and animals were converted into carbons and carbon compounds. This process is called carbonation. Carbonation occurred under high pressure, high temperature and absence of air. The fossils we mine from crust are called fossil fuels. Mineral coal, mineral petroleum and natural gas. Now, mineral coal is solid black in color, hard like stone, that is obtained from the crust of the earth. It is solid in nature, hard and tough. It contains many compounds. When this mineral coal is heated in absence of air, which we call destructive distillation. When coal is heated in absence of air, suppose in presence of air we heat coal, it will start burning. It is being carbonaceous in nature. So, to prevent burning, mineral coal is heated in absence of air. So, on heating, the volatile substances present in mineral coal will be separated easily by heating. These volatile substances make what we call coal gas. Coal gas is the gas that is obtained on heating mineral coal in absence of air. This coal gas is combustible, it can burn and give heat. So it is used in many industries and as a burning fuel. So coal gas that is obtained by destructive distillation of mineral coal becomes a good fuel for various purposes. What remains? Another thing we get is coal tar, coke and gas carbon. and it solidified on the surface, upper surface of the furnace, and that gas carbon is a good conductor of electricity, is used in many electronic components. Coal tar is substance that is separated from mineral coal, and which on cooling gets collected. Coal gas remains gaseous in state. Coal tar becomes semi-liquid, semi-solid in state. It remains at the bottom of the separating tank. This coal tar gives many other substances. It was used in tarring of road previously. And what remains in the furnace is coke. Coke is almost very pure form of carbon. It is a good fuel. On burning, it leaves very small residue and gives a lot of amount of heat. Thus, all substances obtained from mineral coal are very useful. If we burn mineral coal in open air, it gives out a lot of smoke and obnoxious smell, bad smell, and heat also. But if it is heated in absence of air, it gives combustible gas, coal tar and coke, which are useful for many purposes. Another substance that we get by mining is mineral petroleum. Petra means rock, oleum means oil. The substances, living and plant substances, dead debris, millions of years ago were converted in the crust of earth in the form of petroleum and some gaseous substances that were separated from the mass, buried mass, were collected in the crust of earth. They are trapped. So wherever these substances were buried millions of years ago, nowadays if we make a well more than, we get the upper layer of gas, which is light, which being very light in weight, remains in the upper part. Below it is found oil, which is lighter than water. The lower part is water amount. Water mixed with soil. So petroleum is a black viscous liquid that is obtained from petroleum wells that has been formed after millions of years. This gas that is obtained from trapped part of Earth's crust is called natural gas. This natural gas was previously burned off, but now it is collected and stored, compressed and stored in big tanks. It has become a very good fuel for vehicles and burning, heating purposes. It is called compressed natural gas or CNG. CNG is highly combustible. It leaves no residue and very clean fuel. Now petroleum, which is a blackish liquid that is obtained from petroleum wells, is also heated in absence of air. That is, it is fractionated by destructive distillation. Mineral petroleum under fractionating distillation gives LPG, liquid petroleum gas. In refinery, on fractionating, petroleum gives, first of all it gives liquid petroleum gas, as we got coal gas in case of destructive distillation of coal. So liquid petroleum gas is also a very good fuel used in domestic heating purposes and other purposes of running vehicles. It can be stored and supplied through pipes and cylinders. Then the portion that gets separated at higher temperature is petrol. Still higher temperature we get kerosene, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, and remaining is bitumen, which is black viscous substance which is nowadays used to metaling of roads and other purposes of dyes and drugs and colors production. So dear students, these are various facts about coal and petroleum that we get from the natural minings. Try to learn them and prepare them. Thank you.